Well, hey everybody! It's your old pal Matt Parker, your friendly neighborhood youth guy, and last night we had our big questions night to wrap up our school year of refuge, and so we had a great time, and we had a lot of great questions, and there were some that I didn't have time to get through, and I thought I'd just take a minute and record some answers that you could watch and get the answers to those if you want to. All right, so here are the questions. One, what are your thoughts on a super intelligent AI being part of the events described in Revelation? Now, there are loads of things that we can point to in the world today that seem to line up with something you might see in Revelation, and AI is actually one of them. What if the locusts with the heads of humans are actually helicopters that John didn't have a name for? What if stars falling from the sky are missiles heading toward the target? What if Russia is the beast, or the United States, or China, or the Pope, or the President, or the UK? My point is that trying to identify that current thing going on in our culture right now that lines up perfectly with Revelation, that's a fool's errand. That's because Revelation is known as apocalyptic literature. And you've heard the term post-apocalyptic as far as novels and things like that goes, but apocalypse just means revelation. And so apocalyptic is actually a common form of writing from ancient times, using all kinds of weird imagery and things to describe things that you don't understand in terms that the ancient peoples could maybe have a view for. But it's written in vague imagery. It's not supposed to be taken literally, but it communicates something about God and the world that we can interpret. AI may be part of the story, or it may not be. The main point of Revelation is that Jesus is king and will have ultimate victory, restoring the world from the effects of sin. Now, in context, it directly contradicts the cult of Rome that said that Caesar is king, and that the people who said anything else beyond that would be subject to imprisonment and maybe death. And so the question was not what's going to happen in the future necessarily, although that's part of it. But the question is, who is Lord? Is it Caesar or is it Jesus? And those who said Jesus is Lord were often imprisoned and put to death and all of that. And so Revelation was written to give hope to those people and to say that it's worth following Jesus. So my view of Revelation is that it's an interesting mix of historical events that happened in the past and hope in the fulfillment of future promises. It's not all future predictions, and it's not all traceable through historical events, but the overall point is the same. Jesus is king and worth giving everything to follow.